bring in Bernadine Galliver from BDO's Specialist Tourism and Hospitality Unit. She joins me now. Bernadine, thanks indeed for your time. I know you speak on behalf of the tourism issues at BDO. Let me start by asking you this here. Of course, we'll get to the local issues in a moment, but certainly if you look at hotel occupancy, that alone will give you a figure of 29% between January and July this year. It doesn't help when South Africans are being disallowed and are being put on red lists here. That 29% figure of hotel occupancy may just get worse, is it not?
Well, good afternoon, Devan, and thank you for having me. I think what we're seeing is that there's a number of factors driving our poor occupancies at the moment. And one of the key issues for our significant losses in occupancies is that our international tourist arrivals are severely depressed at the moment. If you take our UK market as an example, and this is one of our top overseas markets, we're currently sitting on the UK's red list, which means that UK travellers can't come to South Africa. And we're losing out on about 500,000 UK tourists because of this. So you were asking whether South Africa is taking this seriously, and I think we are. We've put together many task teams between government and the private sector to try and lobby the UK government to at least open up South Africa. At the moment, there is a petition going around where if we can get 100,000 signatures from UK residents on that petition, that matter then has to be taken to the UK Parliament for debate. So that will then open up the discussion around whether the current red list makes any sense and whether we should be opening South Africa up to the UK market, because it's such a critical market for us, amongst others.
And while we're doing that, I mean, everyone is punting local tourism at the moment to support the lodges, the restaurants, if you like. You've done the research. Why are people holding back on domestic tourism? I mean, one obvious reason is COVID and the restrictions, of course.
Yeah, so we did some very interesting research at BDO a couple of months ago where we surveyed South African consumers and we asked them specifically about their travel habits and what is it that are the barriers to them actually traveling locally, because we know the importance of domestic tourism to actually propping up our tourism industry in these hard times. And interestingly, the top three things that were cited, 50% of respondents said that they're afraid to travel because of COVID-19. They're afraid to be in groups and in crowds. So we really need to start getting the message out of where is it safe to travel, how is it safe to travel. And the industry's also done a lot to put protocols in place to make sure that if you go to an establishment or if you go out, that it is safe for you to actually be there. There are processes in place. The second thing that is preventing people from traveling, and about a third of our respondents told us this, it's their financial circumstances. I mean, you were just talking about the loss of jobs in tourism, and it goes way beyond tourism. So every time someone loses a job or loses income because maybe their salary's been reduced, that then acts as a barrier to them actually traveling. So there's a lot that we can do in terms of offering affordable packages for them to travel. The overwhelming response was, we want specials, we want discounts, we do want to travel, but at the moment it's very tough for us to do that. And then maybe just the third thing that I thought was very interesting from our feedback from the people we spoke to is there's a lack of awareness of what South Africa has to offer South Africans when they travel. So we really need to work on getting South Africans to know their own backyard. Where can I go and travel? Explore your city, explore your province and get to know that. Because once you get to see the amazing products that we have in South Africa, you can then start recommending that to people that you know. And that's one of the most important ways that people get information about what to do. They speak to friends and family. So if you've had a positive experience, if you've seen something amazing and been somewhere amazing, you can then say to a friend or a family member, go and do that. And that's how we support domestic tourism and our local products, because we desperately need people to actually travel at the moment.
Yeah, some meaningful insights there into how we can change the situation. Well, Bernadine Galliver from BDO's Specialist Tourism and Hospitality Unit. I'm afraid time's against us, but thanks indeed for those insights.